Hello everyone, my name is Ria and this is my first ever YouTube video, and I thought no better way than to start off my YouTube channel than doing my first video about the Nikkietutorias palette. This palette is, as you can tell by my eyes, it is amazing. I would recommend it so highly, and hopefully it doesn't go out of stock too late so you can get one. Nikki is my favourite YouTuber, so I thought I'm going to do a video about her for my first one. So this is the look that I created, and if you like it, carry on watching, and yeah, thank you. So as soon as I got my Nikkietutorias palette, I just knew I had to do a look with it because honestly, the colours are amazing. I had a little bit of a try of 5 AM and Mila, and they were amazing. So I thought, you know what, I am going to use this palette as my first YouTube video. So let's get started. So firstly, I always do my eyebrows, and I always use two products. I use the P. Louise gel, just so my eyebrows have a bit of colour to them because they're quite quite light. And then I use my Pink Honey in the original hold. Yeah, it's the original hold, just so I can keep them in place because this has a great strength on it. And then for this, you just literally have to swirl it round and then brush it through your brows. So I'm just going to put my moisturiser on now, just so by the time I get to my face and face primer, it's all a bit sunken in. So I'm using the Day Wear by Estee Lauder moisturiser. I love it. It smells like cucumbers and it really moisturises my skin. And I got this in a little set, so I got the Advanced Night Repair with it, the night cream and the eye balm, and this as well. So I'm just going to mention now, why have I got a ring on me? But excuse the hands. I don't ever really tan, so I thought because I'm going to do a YouTube video, I'm going to tan, make myself look a bit more. But I decided to take to my hands a lot, and my hands look horrible because I haven't got nails on either. But yeah, on my body, it's all nice, but just the hands. Sorry. Now to carve my eyebrows and to get a eye base, sorry, I'm going to be using the P. Louise in the shade 2. I love this eye primer. It literally makes my eyeshadow stay on so well, and it makes the colours come out amazing. And it also covers my veins, which you might be able to see on my eyelids. And to apply that, I'll be using their flat brush that goes with it. I just find that this is great. You don't need a lot. I literally put the tiniest bit on the back of my hand. And then I start off by carving the brow. And then once I've done that, I'll go onto the lid and just pat it all in. Honestly, me forgetting that I've tanned and I'm using the same colour as normal. But we'll work with it, it'll be fine. But yeah, like I'm doing now, I'm just patting. So until you think that you've patted it enough, make sure you do it right in the crease so you can like minimalise any creasing that you get. So it should look like that. And depending on what you want to do with your eyeshadow, if you want to do it quite smoky, I'd bring it out. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of going in the middle here. So these are all my eyeshadow brushes. I actually cleaned them yesterday, ready for today. I'm very bad with doing that, but I did it. So I'm looking at the shadow palette, and I'm thinking I want to use the brownie shades and this purple shade because it looks amazing. I did actually try this shade the other day, and I just want to show you how amazing it is. Right, so getting a little bit on my finger, look at that. That is amazing, and I will be using that all the time. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I put it on and I was like, wow. I was literally gobsmacked, because normally you have to spray something to get something like that to be that pigmented. I'm sorry, but it's amazing. So I find it really difficult to think of eyeshadow ideas. So at the moment in my head, I'm thinking of doing, oh, brown to then a purple, like going out. And then I might do like a red, like cut crease type of thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go with it, and if it doesn't work, at least I'm telling you how to do this type of thing. So I'm going in with 5 AM in my inner crease. And with this base, it's best to dab and just pat it in, because then you get the most pigment. And then if you do that, you're just going to disturb the base. So if you just pat it in, then once you've got the amount of colour you want, I just go in and blend the edges. Just so then when you add the, because I like to do the darker colour, then do the lighter colour, just so it blends more nicely. And so it doesn't look muddy. I know it's brown, but you get what I mean, it goes a bit wish-washy. So then I just do that, and then I get ready to put on the next shade. By the way, the brush I'm using right now is the Morphe E36 brush. It's just a little brush. It's a good one. And then to blend that out, I'm going to be using Mila. And then same motion, but this is one with more of a fluffy brush. I'll be just going around the tops of that, just so I can easily blend this out. Just tapping it on. Then once you've done that, you might lose the intensity of the just tapped into the wrong colour. You might lose the intensity of the first colour, so I would always just go back in and put that colour back on, so like the first colour back on, just so you don't lose the intensity of it. So I just went in with Redemption on a fluffy brush like this, just tapped it and went in on here and just kind of like blown it out, just so it looks a bit more dramatic. This helps with blending because it kind of blurs all them lines together, so you can kind of see that kind of blend that I've done there. So I've just blown it out, you know, just the normal going to the shops. This is what I would do, joking. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've done there. Looks a bit of a mess now, but it will come. So now I've gone in with a similar brush as earlier, but this is the E13 Morphe brush. Similar, but it's just a little bit bigger. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And with that brush, I'm going in with the shade Slasher, the purple one, and tapping off the excess and going in a straight kind of, so going round and then straight. I'm not going to do like a flick, I'm going to do like a straight. That's what I'm going to do. So packing that on and just following that shape I want. As you can see, that's what I've done now. And then when I got to there, I kind of like mixed them together just so it could get a little bit of a blend, because they're both quite dark. It's alright and it works easier, but I've literally just been packing it on like this just to get the colour payoff. Then once I've done that, I'll go in for the same technique I did last time and blend the edges and use a lighter colour, which I will be deciding in a second. So I added Blend and Snap onto it, but as you can see, that there is a strong line, which we don't want, and I've kind of lost the strength of the purple. So to do that, what I'll be doing is I'll be getting a brush. This Peaches and Creams PC33 brush, just to pack on that colour again on the purple. Just to pack that on because it's a little one. This one is the Morphe E36 brush. I don't usually use this one to do it, but I seem to can't find my other one. And then I'll just be tickling the shades to meet together so they blend much nicely. This is a trick that my friend Makeup by Katie Sylvester taught me, or Makeup by Katie Sylv. I'll tag her and put her down below. She is honestly amazing. She's taught me so much through my makeup journey. She told me just to tickle it, and we always made a little joke like tickle. And then I'll go in with the Blend and Snap colour again and just repeat the same process so it blends more nicely. Once again, I'm going in with a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441 brush, tapping a bit of the pink colour that I used and tapping it off and just going over that and just making sure that it's blended. On the camera, it doesn't look like it's blended that much, but when you come close up, you can see that it is more blended. Purple is a hard colour to blend, so just bear that in mind. But once I do the cut crease, hopefully, it should look better. Now I'm going in with my Vaseline pot and just another flat P. Louise brush and just getting some Vaseline on there and just carving it out. To the shape that I want. This just takes it off so much easier. So then I just cleaned that up with a cotton bud just to get the sharp edge. So yeah, I used a cotton bud just to clean up that cut crease just there, as you can see. So it's quite sharp. And then I'm just thinking about what to put here. After thinking, I've decided I want to use the Crisp Paint by P. Louise, and it's Salty AF, and this colour is amazing. So again, what I'll be doing, I'll be using a flat brush like this one, and I don't put it on my hand because I feel like I use a lot of product when I do that. So what I do is I literally just push it up a tiny bit and then apply it to my eyes, because I feel like I save so much product than just pushing it all out. So oh my god, that colour. And I'm just going up to the line and I'm patting it on and swiping like a pat swipe type thing. Literally, I'm in love with that colour. So I've let it dry for a minute, and now I'm going to go in with the purple just to smoke that up a bit more. With that same colour, the slashed colour, and just putting that here and meeting it up with the purple I did originally. And like I did before, I'm using the stamped motions. Now I've got the colour I want, I'm going to go back in with that pink colour like I did before, and then just blend those edges just so the pink and the purple, the pink and the blue mix together nicely. To add a bit of sparkle and a pop, I'm going to go in with Beautybay. Get that on the brush and put that on my inner corner and put it all over the blue. Sorry, I do get really excited when I really like a product, so don't mind me. For myself, I don't ever usually really do like a winged eyeliner or anything like that, unless it's like a colourful one. I don't tend to do it. So, but I just line my eye just for when I have the lash on. So for that, I use the Better Than Sex Too Faced liquid eyeliner, and I just put that on my line and also in the inner corner, because obviously when you put mascara on, it's very annoying when lashes on, sorry, it's very annoying when it gets that little gap. Now I'm just going to do everything that I've just done now on my other eye, and I'll come back to you with 2 eyes done. Both of the eyes are on now. As you can see, I'm literally in love with that blue. I can't stop staring at it. So now it's time for my foundation. Well, actually my primer and then my foundation. And the foundation I'll be using is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is in the shade 3-in-1 Ivory Beige. And to apply my foundation, I'm just using just a flat brush just to paint on. And not usually this shade because obviously I fake tanned. I'm normally 2-in-1, which is 1 shade lighter. But this is quite a good match, you know. So this foundation is very full coverage, lasts all day long. So once I've put on that layer, I'll just go in with now my beauty sponge. This one is the Morphe one, and just help blend it in, because I feel like this blends in foundation so much better. But I don't like to use it first because I feel like it literally eats the whole product that you put on there. And now for concealer, the concealer I'll be using is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It doesn't actually say what shade it is, but ooh, I'm so clumsy, honestly. But this is the concealer. It doesn't say what shade it is. Probably does, but I'm not looking properly. And I always put the concealer here and there. And then I put a little bit on my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, and anywhere else that I may have some blemishes. And then I just blend that out with a beauty sponge. And then to set my concealer, I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's honestly my favourite one. It does not crease, like it makes my makeup not crease, and it also keeps it on for so long. So for my bronzer, I'm using the Beautybay bronzer in Fawn. Honestly, I discovered this the other day. I went through the Black Friday sale, saw this and I was like, I need a new bronzer. Well, I don't need a new bronzer, but I wanted to try a new one. I tried this and I'm in love. I love the colour of it. It's the colour, I can't remember if I said, it's in the colour Fawn. And I just feel like they're really nice bronzers. They don't look too orangey. They're just really nice. And I'll be definitely repurchasing these. And then for the blush, I'm also going to use the Beautybay blush in Coral. And I'm just using a Real Techniques. This is like a contour brush, but I just like it just to pack on the blush. And I just put it on like my cheekbones. I know not everyone likes it like this, but this is how I like to put my blush. And then a bit on my nose. Love a blushed nose, and then down there. And then for highlighter, I also purchased a Be Perfect Sub-Zero palette, the Mitchell highlighter collection, because I always used to use the same highlighter, which was the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. So I thought I'd get a new one, and I got this with a gift card that my sister bought me. Ooh. Well, put a bit more of the Baby one, just so it... Well, I'm just going to add a little bit of this one just to darken it just a little bit, because it's leaving a bit of a cast on my face. Obviously it looks really good, but it is leaving a bit of my cast on my face, if you can see, which we don't want that. And for lips, I'm using the Peaches and Cream Punchline Lip Liner. I do overline my lips, so what I do is I go with the shape but go a bit higher. I'm just using the Maybelline Stay On lip thing, I can't remember what they're called, in Dry Ride a bit. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the Fenty Glow, the Gloss Bomb. This is the best gloss ever. Now lastly is lashes, and for my lashes I use the Cult Lashes, My Cult Lashes, that's what their at is on Instagram. I couldn't recommend them enough. Their lashes are amazing. This is the ones that I'm going to wear today. I think this was £2.70. Honestly, I would really recommend them. I'm always going to buy my lashes from there because they're so good. And the style that I'm using is the T110 lash. And this, I think this is one of my favourite ones actually. I bought them the other day and I thought, you know what, I love these. And then just to darken my eyelashes, I'm using the Clarins Super Volume Mascara in black. I think I got a bit ahead of myself when I said last step, because it's not the last step, because I need to do under my eyes. So while my lash is drying, I'm going to do it under my eyes. And the glue that I use is the Duo Lash Glue here. That one, I really like it. I just think it's a good lash glue. So for the underneath the eyes, I'm going to use that Slasher purple colour again. And just drag it down. and then get a fluffy brush and then blend that out with the pink, and then blend this out here. And in my waterline, I'm also going to put the paint that I put on there in my waterline as well, just to make it pop. And this is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed my first YouTube video, and I hope you like the look and you may have learned something from me. If there's anything else that you would like to watch from me, any type of videos or anything, just let me know down in the comments, as I'm new to this, my setup's new, I don't know if it's good, but I'm trying. So yeah, my Instagram link will be down below if you wanted to have a follow or look at any of my other looks. Yeah, thank you for watching, everyone.